Hey, this is Bishop George Johnson Jr. with your midday motivation. The weekend, baby, yes sir, it's the weekend. Happy Friday to you. It's another opportunity to live your dream and to step into your purpose. My 4-year-old son, today was career day at his school. And my wife and I, we were sitting down talking to him about what career he wanted to choose. And so my son said, "Dad, I want to be a policeman." My wife and I said, "Listen, Daniel, you love animals. Why don't you try to be a veterinarian? You love working with people. Why don't you try to be a politician or try to be a senator? You know what? We had a black president. Why don't you try to be the president of the United States?" He was like, "No, I want to be a police officer. I want to be an officer of the law." My wife went at him again. She said, "Me and your dad are both in education." She said, "I'm a dean. Your dad's a preacher. Your dad helped people all the time by preaching. Why don't you be a preacher?" And he paused and he said, "A preacher? Yeah, they help people." And then he thought and he said, "But don't policemen help people too?" We said, "Yeah, but he said, "I want to be a policeman." It was like, man, no, try something else. And after tugging and trying, he finally landed the costume of being a police officer. And when he walked in, he had everybody in the classroom actually thinking he was a police officer. I mean, he went right into the role. People were calling him officer. I mean, he was a policeman. That's what he wanted to do. That's what he wanted to be. Let me ask you a question. How many of us get talked out of the destiny that God called us to truly walk in? Let me ask you a question. If life was over right now and you were to take your last breath and it was the end, I mean, your life was to end today, could you look yourself in the mirror? Could you actually say, "I'm living my dream. I'm living my purpose. I'm doing the thing that God has called me to do"? Can you really answer that question? Or are you like my parents? You're taking the ideas, not my parents, like how me and my wife tried to do my son Dylan. My son Daniel, we tried to force him to go in another career. Man, you don't need to be a police officer. I mean, they get shot at all the time. You're not going to make money. I mean, won't you try this? Are you living somebody else's dream? Are you living your dream? Have you searched a career and said, "This is what God has called me to do"? I used to work for a coach by the name of Al Pogue, and he always tells the story. When he walked on the Alabama State campus, he said, he looked at all of the buildings, and he said, "I'm going to go into that building over there." He went into that building. It was the special education department. He became a special education teacher, head football coach. Now he's a college football coach. He took that one career, that one thing that people tried to talk him out of, told him, "Wasn't no money in it. You can't do it," and he maximize those efforts. My wife did the exact same thing. She majored in economics. Who does that? And now she's the dean of a university. What is it God has called you to do? Are you doing what God has called you to do, or are you searching for a paycheck? Are you doing the thing that God has called you to do, or are you people pleasing? Are you doing that thing that you know within your heart that you are supposed to be doing? But are you every day coming up with an excuse on why it cannot work? And you're having bout after bout with disappointment, discouragement, and fear. Are you doing that? Today is the day to stop it. Take this weekend. Not only you want to enjoy the football games and different things like that, but start researching your life and say, "I am going to do what I am placed on this earth to do." Stop living your life like you have 1,000 years left. You do not. You got right now. This is not a dress rehearsal. There is no other life. This is the only life. You need to maximize the moment. God bless you. Enjoy your weekend. in. We'll see you on Sunday.